Hello and welcome to the Be-Cray podcast. Almost 1 year apart from our first meeting, I need to welcome back a special guest of mine. His name is Skial, my good friend Brandon. It's literally just been over 1 year since the last time that we spoke on the podcast. And essentially, I just want to check in with you again and see how things are going. How have you been?
Archie, thank you for having me, man. Dude, a whole year apart. A whole year? It feels like it's just gone so fast with COVID and everything in between. It's gone crazy fast, but thanks for checking in, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's all been very good. Been keeping busy with university in the meantime, but also trying to keep on top of Twitch stuff and TikTok and all the other things that are going on ahead. But it's been good fun so far in this crazy year. I hope all the listeners out there are staying safe and doing well.
No, absolutely. It's definitely been a while since I've uploaded to this podcast channel, so I'm sure that all the listeners will be very excited to hear us come back again.
The
Uh,
Be-Cray podcast is
one
back.
one of the most incredible things that I saw from the original episode, Skial 1.0, you could call it, to this Skial 2.0, is that lots of people asked for a follow-up podcast. They wanted a part two. They wanted to see where things were going. And, it was at the end of the last podcast that I asked you, you know, what were you looking for this time next year? And now we're here.
Now
Uh,
we are.
a little bit of an update for Skyle. As you may have remembered, when we first started the podcast, he'd been streaming for just about half a year properly.
Yep.
And now that it's been basically a year and a half, Skyle is sitting at over 1,250 followers as we speak at time of recording, which is not only an amazing achievement, but I know that his community is really rallied behind him and really loves the content that he creates. So generally, to start off this podcast, in terms of your streaming and content creation, obviously you have a Twitch channel, you've got a TikTok, official Instagram, you have your Skyle YouTube, and also your own Discord server. So how have you been finding the last year in terms of all of your content creation?
I will put it to say it's been challenging for sure. I mean, with the pandemic, everything going on, it should have meant that I had more time to be home and sort out more content and stuff. But it's just been super busy. As some of you may know or may not know, I'm a full-time university student studying business and marketing. So that has been eating up quite a bit of my time, and it's sad that I had to say that I had to take about a 2 month break from Twitch, which broke my heart because it is one of my biggest passions and it's something that I enjoy doing so much, and just sitting down and speaking to everyone within the community and just either getting to know new people or just speaking to people that I know and I've met through Twitch. And it's just been a bit of a shame. However, I have recently, within the last week or so, finished my final essay for this year. So university is done and that's on hold until September, and then I go again. So I'm hoping that, as I say, after this podcast and over the summer, I'm able to keep going with the content again, try and post more. Well, post more. I want to start posting some more YouTube videos because I haven't posted a video on there in ages, and I feel like making YouTube videos is such a fun passion. It's like sitting down and editing. I know some people hate the editing process of making YouTube videos, but I just find it so fun just trying to think about ways that I can make my video better and stuff. So that's 100% something that I'm going to do over the summer. Streaming a couple times a week for sure. I want to get back to the roots because, I mean, until just a couple of weeks ago, I'd never taken a massive break from
Yeah.
streaming. So it's been a bit of a shock for me. And do you know what? I think the nicest thing is I came back with being not active on Discord, not kind of active anyway, like a ghost. I'm like fucking
Yeah,
ghost from Modern Warfare and just disappeared. But yeah, it just come back and I just like so many people. I can't even tell you how amazing it was. I think you were in the call with me, Archie, and I added everybody in the Discord. I just said hi, and within seconds, everyone was like, "Oh my god, he's back! Oh my god!" And I was like, "Oh my god, what's going on?"
No, it really was lovely to see, and it's also just another stamp of confirmation to show how much the community does love you and appreciate
Oh,
the stuff
dude,
that you do.
it's so nice. I appreciate the kind words, and it's just so nice from the everyone in the community that's always had my back, and like people that I met on Twitch have just like over the time that I haven't been streaming, just like messaged me, and these are like people that I don't speak to every day, and they messaged me just saying you good, I haven't seen you streaming, I wanted to check in and make sure things are going well, and it's just so nice to see, man. And I know I always say it, and it's become a bit of a meme on my channel. If you're not not a part of the community, you'll soon get to hear the words "I appreciate you," because that's pretty much all I ever say
Yeah,
to the amazing members of the ski gang. But no, I'm very much appreciative, dude. Like I think the first stream I came back was, I think it was last week, and I think it was, I think I'm not normally a numbers man. I hate to focus on numbers. I stream because I enjoy it, and it doesn't matter too much about numbers or how much money I've made on a stream. That just doesn't matter to me.
yeah.
But like, I think I was saying about the numbers don't matter. I think there was like a 25 average viewers that stream, and
Which
just
is
everybody came in. I was like, "What the hell, dude? I haven't been streaming for like two and a half months, and
and
everybody was
that is
there."
utterly incredible, honestly.
So
I remember at that time when you've very much focused on getting that uni work, and I know how stressed you were.
mm.
I was just inundated with messages from people just saying, "Where's Skial? Where's Brandon? We miss him. Like, is he okay? Is he alive? What's going on?"
I know,
Um,
man.
but you took some time away, which you had to do, and it's meant that you were able to get all the really important stuff done for university. And then coming back is basically just that sort of cherry on top, that
Mm.
reaffirmation about like how well loved you are.
It's so nice to see, man. As I say, I'm so grateful for that. And if you're listening to the podcast and you're a part of the ski gang or whatever, I super appreciate it, and thank you for sticking by me, being in the Discord, or being on the Twitch channel. But I do think, although the breakaway has been a bad thing, I have, like, while I've been studying for university work and stuff, I have been jotting down little notes of things I want to do over the summer, like some content ideas and stuff. So it's kind of been nice to, as a step away, and then
Yeah.
also come back with some new ideas, some fresh ideas, which I'm thinking about doing over summer and stuff, and like some sort of TikTok content and all that kind of stuff, and just launched an Instagram recently. I haven't posted anything on there yet, but I've got some good ideas. It's just another way of just connecting with the community and stuff. So
Well, on that point of other social medias and also content ideas, how does it feel to be a big shot TikToker?
I can confirm I'm not throwing it back yet on TikTok. Can confirm. I'm not
No
doing
renegade?
a price haul. No renegade yet. No renegade yet. If I'm desperate for views, it might happen soon. You can keep
Style X Charlie D'Amelio win?
very soon, very soon. But no, I've yeah, it's been fun to connect with other streamers and stuff on TikTok. It's a great platform where I think it's just nice that everybody gets a chance, no matter how big or small you are. If you put one video out and it's and people enjoy it, it can spark so many views, and it's such a it's an inspiring platform. To be fair, I think it's such a well made.
That is definitely one aspect of TikTok that I do definitely enjoy. I won't lie, I'm not the biggest consumer or fan of TikTok itself, but the fact that anyone, no matter how many followers you have, can
It doesn't
really
matter who you are either.
you can get a lot of exposure on there, and I do think that that's good. And you're not bogged down by certain algorithms. But
Yeah.
and on that point, obviously we spoke about YouTube. Now, you made a lot of content in the past.
I did when I was much younger.
After you started streaming, I believe you haven't uploaded any content on the YouTube as yet, but as a little cheeky nugget of information to the people listening, I have seen the vault of Skial uploads. And if I could put something out there, would be that when the pandemic is well and truly done and everything is well and truly open, the next Comic-Con or TwitchCon, I think, could be a very good vlog idea.
You are very correct. I can't wait. I was hoping that I was hoping by now that a TwitchCon would have gone ahead, but I mean, the pandemic says otherwise. So for sure, there'll be quite a few videos if I'm ever going out and about, and I tie that in with Twitch streaming too. Before the pandemic, I was doing quite a few IRL Twitch streams and stuff, and I hope to tie that in together, and then do YouTube and TikTok, Twitch at the same time. So try and sort that out. And but yeah, it's just waiting for stuff to be open, man. We're getting there, but it's just it's just this new variant and whatever, and it's all going down in the UK. I mean, everywhere is different. Some people in Europe might be different, and America might be different, but in the UK, we're still a pretty not too sure what's going on with everything. But yeah, that'd be awesome to get out there and make some outside content instead of being stuck in my room. That'd be pretty cool.
Absolutely, and especially since the weather has become so nice as of late.
Yep.
But being a streamer yourself, the majority of your content that you do stream, apart from those IRL things, are gaming streams. Most notably things such as Rocket League, hopefully in the future some Knockout City,
Correct.
which is a game that you're very good at, and we both had a lot of fun and anger playing that.
Fun and anger.
But I guess since the last time we spoke, has anything really changed? Have you been playing anything new that you could recommend to the viewers?
Much the same game-wise. I've been trying to get back into Rainbow Six. I just think I don't know why I took a break from it, to be fair, but it's just such a super fun game. I am right now in Copper 5, so if there's any Rainbow Six Siege veterans out there, don't be mean to me. All right, I'm trying my best. The people in Copper are so good. I don't understand.
Now, this is one thing I do want to bring up for the podcast listeners, as someone who has also played a lot of Siege in his time, and has, without tooting my own horn, been to Platinum rank. I don't know what's happened to the game of Siege, but people in Copper are playing like people in Platinum.
I don't understand.
I'm very
bro.
confused.
It's quite we're just funny. Washed up. I think we're just done out.
We're just completely washed up. Absolute trash anti-meta players. Well, I mean, as soon as they took away the ACOG from everything, I became
that's it. Yeah, I don't know why I'm back on the game, to be fair. I may as well just give up. But ACOG's gone. It's just game over. But no, as you said, you did mention Knockout City, and that's a game that I'm. I feel like EA should be paying me for this. I'm going to be honest. I'm joking. The amount of times I'm like recommending it to everyone, dude. If you haven't already tried Knockout City, this is not an ad. I just want to put it out there. It kind of sounds like I'm bringing it up across as an ad, but it's not, dude. Knockout City is so fun. Like it's kind of a dodgeball. They describe it as dodge brawl, I think. So It's like you got two hearts, kind of a cartoon style game. You got two hearts. You're throwing dodgeballs at each other, catching them, throwing them back, and whichever team gets to 10 kills or whatever wins. But it's if you haven't already seen it or anything, I know a lot of big content creators covered it, like the Sidemen and other people like that. But yeah, you should, if you're listening and you haven't tried it out, you should 100% try it out, because it also is free until, when is it free to? Until level 25, I think it is, Arch, is that correct?
Yeah, so the game is in free trial on both Origin and Steam. It might be free in other places as well. It might even be on Epic.
I think it's free. It is. It's cross-platform on Xbox
it's completely cross-platform between consoles and PC, which is very nice. You do get
it's on Switch as well,
which is very good. Very nice little bit there as well. Yeah, I believe it's free to play up until level 25, and then you will either have to pay for the full game or you can join EA Play. Which in the UK I think is £3.99.
Which is a bargain, because you get most of the Battlefield games on there too, added in the vault. Most FIFA games, so you can just install them whenever you want, to be fair.
Speaking of Battlefield 2042 is pretty good, isn't it?
It looks good, but I'm scared. All right, it's EA. I don't want to get too hyped. I'm pretty sure today they show off some more. It's either today or tomorrow. They show off some more information about it. But yeah, I was quite shocked when I heard that it's just going to be campaign.
No campaign, you mean?
No campaign, sorry, Ed. No campaign.
Yeah. It's annoying, isn't it? I just don't understand. It's like, I know that multiplayer is what sells these days, but
yeah,
I've always been a big fan of campaign and story-driven games, so it is a bit of a shame. But the only thing I can really say is, although I am personally not a fan of advanced warfare type games, 2042 is showing advanced warfare what advanced warfare should have been from.
Yeah, it is.
It is quite funny.
I think it's going to be good. Fingers crossed. I just hope EA don't do anything, microtransaction wise that mess it up, or do a Battlefront 2 or something like that, where they mess up the game or something. EA doesn't have the best reputation on games. All right, that's all I'm gonna say.
Now, what would you say to the rumors that games such as Fallout New Vegas are getting remasters?
I'm all aboard the hype train if that's very true. I can't wait. Fallout New Vegas is such a great game.
Obviously, because Bethesda was acquired by Microsoft, there was a higher up who leaked some information about.
Oh, okay. I didn't know about that.
He accidentally leaked some information about exclusive games, and they noted that a Fallout game / games would be coming out before the next Starfield
That's pretty
game,
cool, though.
and before
Would that just be on Xbox though, or is it for all consoles that they're going to do?
Obviously, I know Microsoft own it, but I think it would be for all consoles because that way they can make the most money from it.
Yeah, I would have thought so.
So it's sort of like semi-exclusive, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
There'll probably be exclusive DLCs and stuff like that.
Yeah, there'll be some like cosmetics or something that you can just get on Xbox or whatever. But speaking of Xbox and Bethesda, we're into gaming season. Like this is the best time of the year for the gamers right now.
We just had the Summer Games Fest with Jeff Keighley.
Yeah, that was a good event. I enjoyed that. Some good events or some good games that they're bringing out there. There's Ubisoft's I think it's called Ubisoft Connect or something like that. That's soon, and then EA's press conference and Xbox is all around this type of this time. I'm hoping. I say it every year, but I'm hoping to see GTA 6, but I just don't think it's going to happen.
I'd be very surprised if they did. They're making far too much money off of GTA Online, sadly. But as well as just gaming stuff at this time of year, what about Apple? Because I know you're a big fan of Apple.
Apple, I'm a big fan of Apple. I can't even deny that I'm not a big fan. They had an event. I think it was like a couple of days ago. They just showed off iOS 15 and the new iOS, new tvOS, and all those updates and stuff, all that good stuff. But it's kind of you kind of expect it around this time of the year. But September is the good event where we get to see new iPhones, maybe a new iPad. I would have thought maybe some new AirPods too. But yeah, I'm funny enough you say that. I've just brought an Apple TV yesterday.
Oh really?
Yeah, my TV is like on its way out because whenever I go onto Amazon Prime or whatever, it just crashes all the time. And I have because my phone is like almost a year old, so I've got I got like almost like a year and a half free on Apple TV Plus or whatever, which is their streaming service.
Oh, okay.
So I thought I might as well just So.
And are you able to use other third-party stuff on the Apple TVs like Netflix and whatnot?
Yeah. There's that's another reason why I wanted to buy it, because on my TV now, it sounds just so boring. My TV doesn't have Disney Plus, so that's why I wanted to get it. But I'm gonna go away from my my boring TV because I can't imagine that's too entertaining for viewers. But yeah, no, that's cool. But
imagine
I hope
not being able to watch Loki in bed. Like, come on.
I know, man. Sit at the desk and it's a bit rubbish. I hate to say it.
And
talking
about film and television, bro.
Film and TV. Hey, we did that on purpose. You see,
it was just a completely seamless transition.
Yeah, what can I say? We've had a year's practice.
We have. But I must quickly let the cat out the bag, guys. There will be no. Now let's take a step back because.
Oh no! Can we have one?
Now let's take a step back and talk about your childhood and earlier life.
My childhood. We've done that. You've got to see episode 1.
We've been there, we've done that. Episode 1's link will be in the description if you have not watched it. But what have you been watching recently, man? Any in terms of TV specifically?
I've been watching a couple things. I watched the other day Army of the Dead, which I quite enjoyed.
Brilliant.
It's got Dave Bautista.
Yep.
One of the main cars, but yeah, that was very good.
Former professional wrestler and also Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy.
I watched The Irishman the other day.
Oh wow,
God.
That must
Dragged
have
on.
For that one, yeah.
I had to watch it in 2 parts, dude. It went on for ages. It was good, but I reckon that film could have been cut down to 2.5 hours instead of 3.5 hours.
Scorsese does like to drag out his films.
Yeah. It was very good.
Would you say it's worth watching, though?
I would say it's worth watching. Yeah, I would say it's very good. I was saying to one of my other mates the other day. I do quite enjoy those kind of old school style films where they're like the mafia kind of stuff. And I
Yeah.
want to try and find. There's a couple other films that I haven't watched. Like, I want to watch The Godfather. That's another film I haven't watched yet.
Have you ever seen Goodfellas?
No, see another one.
Now, Goodfellas is one that I would have to recommend to you because it's absolutely 10 out of 10.
See, there you go then. That'll be tonight.
Oh, really?
That'd be tonight's movie
Oh,
watching. Yeah, maybe
fantastic.
or tomorrow. There you go.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll do my
Goodfellas
homework.
on that one. And that goes to the viewers as well. If you've never seen Goodfellas and you are at least 18 years old or don't care about seeing things that are quite messed up, then yeah, definitely watch
Check it out.
Goodfellas.
I know another show. Not that I've watched recently, but I know that we are both excited for.
Yeah.
Has to be Stranger Things. I'm waiting for that new season, man.
Ooh,
I think I was waiting for it this time last year. I was still waiting for it.
Yeah.
We still haven't got it yet.
The pandemic has done bits on so many films and movies.
I know, man.
Films and movies, films and TV shows schedules. It's it's a shame.
So sad, but hoping to see it soon, whenever it comes out.
Season
maybe
4
end of the
will be
year.
fantastic. Another show that I could also interject with would be The Witcher Season 2 is going to be releasing soon.
That comes out soon, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think
pretty soon.
The teaser trailer for it came out yesterday. I'm yet to watch it.
Oh, I haven't seen it either.
I will probably be watching that.
I have to check that out
later today.
I'm just trying to think if I've seen anything else. I've seen the Queen's Gambit was a very good series.
Right.
I enjoyed that. Based on chess. Have you seen it?
And that's with the actress who is in Peaky Blinders. She plays Michael's wife, I believe, the American.
Yeah, you're correct.
I think the actress is English though, isn't she?
She is, yeah, she is.
I don't seem to remember her name, but I think if anyone saw a picture of her, they'd know exactly who she is.
Anya Taylor-Joy, is that her name? I think that's her
the
name.
one. Yeah.
I think that's her name. Yeah, no, she's very good in that. The whole cast. I mean, all these films that I've watched or recently, they're all so well cast. And I think with I've been watching a lot of Marvel shows. Same with WandaVision and Winter Soldier. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Sorry, wrong way around.
Yeah.
Anthony Mackie might be angry at me.
He just comes
yeah, but no, they're so well cast. In the whole Marvel cinematic universe, I couldn't see anyone else being Iron Man or anything. I just think the casting nowadays is so well done.
Yeah, there's certainly
how...
an extremely impressive crop of actors around.
A lot of young actors too.
Yeah, and also a lot of very promising British actors too.
Yeah,
which is
100%.
Very nice. So yeah, out of those TV shows and films that you have watched, which would you recommend the viewers to watch tonight?
Oh, it's like picking between my children. They're all good for a different reason. That's the thing.
Ship of Theseus,
yeah. I do think WandaVision, saying Ship of Theseus, I do think WandaVision was very good when it got going. If you've seen WandaVision, I won't say anything too much, but it takes its time to get going. The first couple episodes, they take their time. But I think out of all of them, I'd recommend the most. I reckon Queen's Gambit for me, I'd recommend the most. It kept me coming back for another episode, as most of these shows do. They get you right at the end, and you want to watch another one. I'm pretty sure I stayed up until about 2:30 in the morning to finish Queen's Gambit because I was like, I got to finish it by today.
Right, well, you heard it here first, guys. The Queen's Gambit.
If you're a big fan of chess and
starring Anya Taylor-Joy.
Very, very good. What would you recommend? Have you seen anything that was pretty good recently that you'd recommend to viewers out there? You're a big movie fan.
Yeah.
Put you on the spot here.
I've actually, you know what I'd recommend for anyone who's a fan of sort of disaster movies or zombie movies, very much akin to Army of the Dead, like you spoke about. I'd recommend people to watch 2016's Train to Busan. It's a Korean film, but it's a fantastic story, extremely emotional, brilliant use of practical and CGI effects, great storytelling. You'll probably be crying towards the end. definitely recommend Train to Busan.
Just what you want.
So to move on from that point, let's talk about some sport and some sporting topics. As everyone probably well knows, you're a big fan of the Seagulls,
I am indeed.
Brighton and Hove Albion. Obviously, the pandemic has meant that no one's been able to go to stadiums. No fans have been able to really, truly immerse themselves in their club. Basically,
It's all
just
been
watching
behind doors. It's very sad this
behind
season.
closed doors and just watching on TV. But with the shining light of the light at the end of the tunnel, and people being able to go back to games. Obviously, the season's ended now, but on the last day of the season, especially with the Euros coming up now, how have you found the last year in terms of sports for yourself?
Stressful, as always. There's never a season as a Brighton fan where you can sit back, because we always go down to the wire. It's always scary. That's all I'm going to say. Is because it always goes down to the wire. But I think I think this season we've done so well, considering behind the doors and stuff. And I think most teams, or some teams anyway, they thrive for that atmosphere. And it's just you can't have it. I mean, it would be weird if I was a footballer and I was performing in front of 30,000 people and then gone. There's no one there.
One of the biggest things that I noticed is that with the lack of fans, even when a team was playing at home, it was essentially as if both were playing away.
Yeah, there was no home advantage anymore, which was weird to see this season.
And that's one of the reasons why I think so many results and scorelines were the way they were. It was a very crazy season, and very interesting to see the teams that went down. Obviously, Fulham, West Brom and Sheffield United. And then going up is Norwich. Who's the other one? Obviously Brentford, which is fantastic.
Brentford, yeah. Brentford's the first time in, I think it's over 50 years or something crazy like that.
So my granddad was on my mum's side, was a Brentford fan. And this is sadly no longer with us, but talking about Brentford, this would be the first time they're in the top division in 85 years.
Oh, wow. Even more than 50. I thought it was around 50. That's crazy.
85 years for the Bees.
That's insane. Fingers crossed they've got enough sign-ins and everything to stay up. I'd like to see them stay up.
I've forgotten who the other one is.
I can't remember now either.
I'll
come back to it.
I'll have to do an on-stream.
An on-stream search. Brentford is one of them for sure. It's the second you say it's going to hit me.
Watford.
Oh, Watford, that's it.
See, it's
Watford have been in the Prem before.
I didn't even realise that Watford weren't still in the Prem.
No, they're just one of those teams that are always in the Prem, aren't they?
Yeah, they're always just
same as Newcastle. Newcastle is typical
going up and down every season. But talking about relegations and promotions, it is fantastic that Brighton have remained in the league for another season.
This is the 5th season, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so we ended in 16th with 41 points, which is, I think it might be their highest. I can't remember if it's joint or this is their highest, but for sure, yeah, we just beat one other team, so that was good to be in the season again. So we will see. But I mean, if I had to pick upon one match that was the most crazy match for us, I pick up on two. The first one is the final game of the season at home, or the final home game, sorry, against Manchester City.
Yep.
You know what I'm going to say.
I know, yep.
You know what I'm going to say. We beat them. Oh, dude, I cannot even get over this result. Still to this day, we beat them 3-2. With
incredible.
We were 2-0 down at half time, and it just turned around. With the home fans and everything and the atmosphere. Dan Burn scoring.
Stuff, isn't it?
It was Trossard scoring first, Webster 72nd minute, and Burn on the 76th. It was. I was screaming watching it. I wish I could have been there.
Is it time for Graham Potter to get a knighthood?
Oh, it should have been the second he walked into the team. I did see reports that he was meant to be going to Arsenal or wherever, or somewhere want him. I can't quite remember where. It's not Arsenal. Arsenal are after Basuma and
Would
I
that
think.
be? Do you think that would constitute a massive loss to Brighton if you lost Potter?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%. We are now in his style of football. I think it takes a manager about 6 months or almost a year to perfect their style. They get to know each of the, each individual, and they get to know their skills and what they're not good at and where they are best performing, if that makes sense. And I think now, if Potter was to go, we've just worked out how we're gonna, we're gonna pass it to the back, and kind of build the style up, and then get it going, and try and score some goals. But I think that would, I don't think he's going anywhere. I think he said before that he's not going anywhere. He's happy where he is, and he doesn't want to go anywhere else. But I mean, I'm not too worried about the manager. We got so many reports that Arsenal want Basuma, Arsenal want Ben White. I'm getting scared because they are both key performers.
I saw the Ben White links this morning.
Yeah, that's what I woke up to this morning. I was like, oh god, don't. The second we get a good team together,
Mopai.
I know. The second we get a good team together, it all just goes downhill. It's breaking my heart. But no, I hope that we manage to. I know Basuma. I think Basuma will go to Arsenal, which pains me to say because he's so skillful. Considering we got him for $5 million,
I don't think he'll go this season though.
Do you know what?
I think he'll stay at Brighton for another year. I really do.
He's referred to Graham Potter as like his mentor and stuff. So I'm hoping that like their special relationship, and he gets on with like Dunky and all those types of people in the team. And
we love Dunk.
Oh, we do.
How Dunk isn't in the
You read my mind, man. I'm very happy for Ben White, but I don't know how Dunk isn't in the team.
It's amazing that Ben White's gone because he also does probably deserve it for how he
very much deserves
how
it.
he was playing for Leeds and also this season with Brighton. But how is Dunk not in the England squad? It does.
I know.
It boggles the mind. It truly does.
But talk about Ben White's performance. The second he comes on the pitch for the qualifying game, he stops the ball from going in the back of the net by standing in the goal. I mean, what more can you want? And then he got called up. I mean, he's had a full 90 minutes. I think about 100 minutes now, adding those extra 20 or extra 10 that he did. So he's had a whole 90, and now he's replacing Trent. I think it's Trent that's he's gone out for an injury or something.
That is definitely a big loss to the England squad
for sure.
Hopefully Ben White can fill those big shoes. What would you say would be your prediction for Brighton next season? Where do you think you're going to end up?
See, you're gonna save this, and I'm gonna be wrong, and we go down or something.
No, I want you to give me a genuine prediction.
Okay.
And also, I want you to try and give me a scenario where you would go down. What would have had to have happened for that, and what positions you think need to be bolstered to guarantee you stay?
All right. I think so. 16th this season. I think we've been around the 16th, 17th mark.
Which is very close to the drop.
The drop is 18, 19, 20. So we're very near to the bottom. I just want 10, between 10 and 15. It's just not that hard to move up to. In an ideal world, I'd be like, yeah, we're going to get Europa spots or whatever, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I think anywhere between just a comfortable mid-table team. That's I think if you ask any Brighton fan, that's where we want to be. Just a comfortable mid-table where we don't have to worry. As I said, every match I watch, it's like I'm biting my nails for 90 minutes because we score 2 goals and they score 3 goals, and one of them is like on the last minute of the game. It's just it's such a stressful time.
One thing I've noticed for sure with Brighton is that they have games very similar to how it feels watching Arsenal as an Arsenal fan, where you have this chance and you have this style of play and you have the players to be winning absolutely every game, but sometimes you just become your own worst enemy and you slip up at the last hurdle.
It's so annoying.
What players would you love to see coming into Brighton, realistically?
Well, we're signing Harry Kane.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, of course. I don't have any specific ones that I've got eyes on for. I just think we need a striker that can finish a ball and can finish and score goals. I think that's all we need. Our defense is so strong. If we don't sell anyone in the summer, our defense has become so strong.
So where does that leave Neil Mopai and Danny Welbeck?
Well, I think Welbeck has been performing more than. Yeah, I think Welbeck has been performing better. I think, but I mean, Mopai is top scorer, but that's because he's had more time. I think. Top scorer in Brighton, not in the whole Prem, by the way.
I think I literally told you last year, Brighton should sign Timu Puki.
I don't. That was a good call, you know. I don't know if is he still where he is or is he moved or because he was at
he was at Norwich.
Norwich, yeah. I think he's still there to be fair, but we just need a striker that's going to score goals because the amount of times I've watched Mopai miss a ball, I think Mopay's great, but the amount of times I've seen him miss an open goal, it brings me to tears sometimes. It brings me to tears. But yeah, fingers crossed. I think all we need is a striker or a centre attacking midfielder, something like that. I mean, Trossard's had a great season. I can't say Trossard has had a bad season at all. The time he's been on the pitch, he's done magnificent stuff on the pitch. And the same with Basuma. Our midfield isn't the issue too much. I mean, Welbeck, for the time that he's been there, he's performed well. I just think it's Mopay just needs to. I know that Mopay gets a lot of stick on the internet and on Twitter and stuff, and you know,
especially after the game with Arsenal.
Yeah, I know.
Last season,
it was crazy, but yeah, no, he does get a lot of.
Neil Mopay's a cheat, and I hope Brighton get relegated.
good old Ty.
Good old Ty from AFTV. Really quickly, just to sort of end out this football conversation because I do not want to go on for too long. I personally do believe that Brighton will stay in the Premier League next season. Ideally, I'd love them to be in the top 10. I'm not sure if that would happen, but I do think with Potter at the helm, with some good investments and signings, I think it definitely can happen. And you know, this sort of crazy kind of fairy tale between Brighton and Arsenal that it's been for the last couple of seasons sort of correlated with one of the biggest gems of Brighton's season itself. With Matty Ryan going on loan to Arsenal, Brighton were able to showcase a new goalkeeper.
They were indeed. I have nothing but respect for Matty Ryan, but the new goalkeeper that has come in, Sanchez, it's just been. He hasn't stepped a foot wrong. To be fair, this season, the time he's been in goal, he's been magnificent. It's great to see, and I hope he continues that form into next season because he's been a real gem. I don't know where he came from, but he's been a real gem. I don't know where we signed him from or wherever.
Well, we all know that you're head of recruitment at Brighton.
Yeah, what can I say?
You are Diamond Eye. But on to another sport really quickly. We all do love Brighton Hove Albion here. One of your biggest sporting passions is golf.
It is.
Now, have you been able to watch much golf? Have you been able to play much golf recently?
I've watched a bit of golf when it's been coming up, and I think the Masters is soon. I'm not too sure, but don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure the Masters is soon, or the Open, one of the two. But I will try and watch that when it's going ahead. But since I've been back, I've tried to get out for a couple games. I mean, the weather's been so up and down. If you're from the UK, you know it's been kind of. Sometimes it's sunny, sometimes it's raining. You have to wake up and stare out the window to see what kind of weather you're going to get to start with. But yeah, I've got a couple games with my granddad and a couple mates that I want to try and get some games booked because yeah, dude, nothing beats a nice sunny day, a game of golf, and nothing beats it. I can't wait for when I can get out there and have some fun.
I'm not sure if I asked you this before, but do you have a favourite golfer?
I don't have a specific favourite golfer. I think if I had to put my name on one, it would be Tiger Woods, just because I think when I was growing up, he was on all. I had some of the golf games. I think it's like PGA, something like that, PGA Tour or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was always on the front cover, and he was always like a true inspiration. It's such a great golfer. One of the generation.
I can't really speak too much of his recent form, and obviously. Very scary because he had a crash not too long ago, but thank goodness he's okay. But I think one of the most amazing things about Tiger Woods, is that he was so amazing, so fantastic, making so much money and winning so much stuff.
Mm.
And then he went through the absolute slump where he was,
Yeah.
ranked 50th in the world, 200th in the world. And then he came back and he won, was it the Masters or was it the Open?
I think it was the Open, but don't quote me on that. I
Or like
think
the
it was the Open.
John Deere Championships or something.
Yeah.
But he came back being like ranked 300 or something, and he
Mm.
won it. And it is truly incredible. Obviously, big fan of Rory McIlroy as well.
Yeah, I was about to say, and Tommy Fleetwood, another British golfer.
Yeah,
Just all these British golfers that are doing well in tournaments and stuff. It's great to see from being from the UK and stuff. It's
and
always you look
what,
up to these golfers.
what would you say to anyone from the ski gang or anyone listening who has never tried golf before? What would you tell them?
I would say give it a go. I mean, it's not like it's super expensive. You can go down to any driving range. I mean, you used to be able to just like hire some stuff, but I don't know if you can now because of COVID and stuff and touching stuff and all that. In the world that's become now, you can't hire anything. So yeah, I would say give it a go. Even if you just do like a putting range or something like that, take some balls down. I mean, you can go on fate.
A little bit of crazy golf.
Yeah, crazy golf. Dude, that's where it started because I just did a little bit. Well, when I was younger, I picked up golf and then also did crazy golf to practice my putting when I wasn't, when I wasn't on the green. So it's always good just to work all the angles of it, doing proper golf and then doing some crazy. There's also foot golf now.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
That looks pretty cool. We might have to do that at some point.
I've actually done foot golf before.
Have you?
Yeah. It is very funny.
I'll have to get down and do that. That seems pretty fun. I haven't done it, so
I think there's like this misconception about golf being extremely boring, and I think that probably comes from the way that it is sort of covered and the way that
kind
it's
of an old man
communicated.
sport, isn't it? Like that's people perceive it as a kind of an old man sport.
Yeah, but when you're actually there, like with a group of friends, you're out on the green. You got
It's great fun.
You got your caddy, you got your ball.
Yeah.
Just there on the range, just it can definitely be a really fantastic time with some mates.
I can get if you don't want to watch golf because I can get that.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but even sometimes I watching golf. I'm like, crikey, might have to go have a nap in a minute. It is sometimes boring watching it because it does go on for ages because you're watching all the golfers go around and stuff. But I mean, when you're on the green, you're on the tee, it's a whole different experience.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and I think it's a thing that younger people nowadays don't really think too much about. So I definitely recommend that they try it out.
Yeah, 100%.
To change the tune of our conversation, let's talk about some music. So
music time.
What have you been listening to recently, Mr. Skial?
Dude. Everything and anything. As I'm pretty sure I answered the same way last year.
Yeah.
My music, as you know, my music taste is so varied. It goes from everything. I mean, the most recent thing I was listening to was Migos dropped an album yesterday or the day before. Right. The new Migos album is pretty good. It's got some features like Juice WRLD and Drake on it. But yeah, a lot of that. Some kind of pop style music. Been listening to a bit more of The Weeknd than I thought I would. I don't know why. When he first came out, I thought, oh god, this is so overrated and so overhyped. And then I was like, started listening to it. I was like, you know what, this isn't half bad.
Well, I am quite a big fan of some of his earlier hits. But definitely the last two big songs he released, Blinding Lights and Save Your Tears for Me.
Save Your Tears has become like, I have it on about 5 times a day.
Absolutely outstanding songs.
True banger.
I do think he's very, very good. He gives me Michael Jackson vibes in the best possible way.
Yeah, sometimes I feel those vibes sometimes.
In his sort of like harmonization and the way some of his songs go. But yeah, that's really cool.
I heard it on I heard his performance on I think it was the Brit Awards a couple of weeks ago, well, almost a month ago. He performed it on there. I was like, oh, this song isn't half bad. Then it just kept going around in my head. The Weeknd was rent free in my head. I hate to say it. But yeah, no, I've been listening to some. As I say, it's all over the spot. My Spotify is here, there, and everywhere. Some Frank Sinatra to some Juice WRLD to some XXX to some Rex Orange County, as any any viewers of the stream know that I have a very soft spot for Rex Orange County, and yeah, just a wide variety of music. I mean, Spotify put some nice little like mashes together. I don't know. I think you do have Spotify, but they put like some of the mixes the songs you listen to the most. They put those in with other songs that are like similar to that. So I've been listening to some of those as well.
You get like a daily mix and a weekly mix.
Yeah. So those mixes, and it's like you get about 6. Well, you might not. I mean, for me, I got about 6 different mixes because
I get about 6 daily mixes. Yeah.
Because I think it's just our music taste is so varied.
Yeah.
So one of them is like Post Malone and Juice WRLD, and the other is like the Beatles and Fleetwood Mac. Yeah. It's just like all these mixes are so different.
And a little bit of Sinatra, a little bit of Nat King
always
Cole.
got to have a bit of Sinatra. But yeah, I also been trying out Apple Music as well, because I hate to say this, but I have a big passion for Spotify, and I think Spotify is great because I can have it everywhere and it's so awesome. But Apple Music have just come out with support for Dolby Atmos. So if you have AirPods or any Beats or headphones that are compatible with it, you can hear satellite. It is insane. Like, I can hear bits in other songs that support, like the whole of No Pressure is supported by Dolby Atmos, and I can hear things that I'd never heard in these songs before, and I've listened to these songs about 1,000 times. Like, it's just, for anyone that doesn't know what Dolby Atmos is, it kind of it's spatial audio, so you can hear like drums like above you and stuff. It's so insane. I would say if you have AirPods or whatever, and you do have an iPhone and Apple Music, you can try a free 3-month trial of Apple Music. I'd recommend it just to try it out, because you'll hear such a difference. It's so crazy. I know some of my mates like Joe and Ty. Yeah, Ty sent it to me, and we both talked about it, and then I sent it to my mate Joe, and he's like, "Oh my god, this is insane!" Like,
well, listen, I don't want to act like I'm some sort of trailblazer over here, but I've been the one who's always said Apple
Music. I know
Music
you've been on Apple Music for ages,
but
you don't have an Apple phone.
I'm the fool, because my Apple account was completely locked because they're arseholes, and they didn't allow me to add 2-step authentication. And you cannot reset your Apple account unless you buy a new Apple device.
RIP.
So I would have
just got to change. You just got to change from Samsung. That's how they get you.
Yeah, they're just forcing me to switch my phone over. But obviously, I did have Apple Music for about 2 years on my phone.
Yeah.
On my Samsung phone.
Are you using Spotify now?
But
or are you not just using anything?
I have now switched over to Spotify. Yes.
Yeah.
But I have always been a champion for Apple Music. So for anyone who hasn't ever tried Apple Music, this is definitely a good.
I think it's cool. I mean, I'm kind of now in the middle, because I don't know whether to move all my stuff from Spotify to Apple, because I'm still on my student. Like, either way, I'm paying the same price on Apple Music or Spotify, because I still come under a student and get the student price. So yeah, I don't know. I think I will stay with Spotify just because it's so much easier, because all my music is still there, and it's all it's just effort to transfer it all.
And
over
as well,
and
now the fact that Apple have done this means
Spotify will 100% do it.
Ramping it up to do something like that or even better. So
yeah,
it's just
I hope
it's a good thing. It's a good thing that both companies are very proactive, because it just means that competition will force both of them to be better.
They want to be better, and they want to challenge each other, which is pretty good. But yeah, no, at the moment I'm kind of in between. So maybe next year's podcast I'll tell you which one I think's better.
I have a challenge for you right now.
Oh, go on then.
I want a single song. And I want one album that you would recommend to the listeners right now.
See, I want to say Lovin' Is Easy, but I'm pretty sure I said that last year.
You can open up your Spotify, your Apple Music.
Open already. I'm ready. I can tell you the album. I can tell you the album straight away. So the album I'm going to say I recommend it has to be Juice WRLD's 2020 Legends Never Die. I've just had it. I don't know why. I've just had it on repeat recently. It's just been so good. I don't know. I've just had it back to back. And I would also say,
rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace to start with. That's also. I would also say, Post Malone's Beer Bongs and Bentley. It's such a it's 2018, but it's just such a great album, man. I always keep coming back to it. Spoil My Night with Sway Lee. It's a banger. It's a banger. The song. What am I gonna say? What am I gonna say, man? So many songs.
Number one single for the last year.
I could go down. I could see what my number one song is on Spotify. I could see what they say.
If you can actually find that out, that would be very good.
Shall I see? Hold on. I'm pretty sure I can find it somehow. Because they always do Spotify Wrapped, don't they? In 2020, it's quite, each year. It's quite cool. Your top songs 2020. Okay. Take a guess of what my top song is.
Is it Lovin' Is Easy?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
I'm gonna have to recommend it again. That might be twice.
What's in
each
second
podcast.
place?
Face to Face, Rex Orange County. My top four are all Rex Orange County.
Well, there you go.
And then it's No Pressure Intro by Bobby.
Bobby.
But yeah, no. I mean, everyone has their. I mean, I don't know. Everyone has their own different taste in music. What I could recommend to someone, they would say is not very good, and what they would recommend to me, they could say, or I could say, what is that? That's a bit rubbish. So
yeah,
music is very down to personal opinion. But yeah, those are my opinions.
Absolutely.
Anyway,
you heard it here first, guys.
Have you got any? I'm going to throw it back to you now. Have you got any?
You're the only bloody guest who does this to me.
I know. I like to put you on the spot. You put me on the spot, so I let Uno reverse. Back to you, my friend.
Funny enough, I've actually started listening to a Korean band.
Okay.
Recently. It's funny enough, talk about bloody Korean movie, and now I'm talking
yeah.
But the group is called N. Flying, and they are very, very good. They don't have that. They don't have like a sort of wishy-washy, over-the-top sort of K-pop style. They're kind of, I don't know what I could sort of compare them to, but maybe like a sort of, not a folk band, just sort of like a standard, Western pop group, but obviously they're singing in Korean.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, definitely. I would say.
I think their most popular song is "Rooftop," from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, "Rooftop's" a really good one, but
it sounds pretty good too.
They've just released a new album called Moonshot. Or no, Man on the Moon.
On the Moon, yeah.
With a new song called Moonshot, and that whole album's really, really cool.
Oh, there's like 10 songs on that album. That's cool.
If I
yeah, that's cool.
A song I've been listening to recently also is by Van Morrison.
Okay.
It's an older song called Brown Eyed Girl. Like
Brown Eyed Girl. That is a banger.
Yeah, so
that is a banger.
Listen to a bit of Brown Eyed Girl by Van Morrison. If you've never heard K-pop before, check out N. Flying. And from Skial's recommendations, albums of Legends Never Die by Juice WRLD, Beer Bongs and Bentleys by Post Malone, and Lovin' Is Easy by
Of course, I had to.
Now,
to do it.
To end the podcast, my friend, what would you say is in the future for you? What are your plans for streaming throughout the rest of the year and into 2022?
That's a good question.
Do you have any dream collaborations planned that you would wish to do or are going to do?
Well,
and what goals are you striving for by the 6th of June, 2022?
6th of June 22. That's going to come around. It's going to be like, I'm going to be sat here next week and it's going to be, oh, by the way, 6th of June 2022, what do you want to do? I'll be like, wait, hold on a second.
Yeah, 6th of June 2023, what would you think?
Yeah. Dude, it's crazy.
It's going so fast.
It's so fast. Dream collabs. I mean, I don't have any in the moment. I mean, I'd like to do some Among Us with you or some Fall Guys at some point. We should 100% stream that, or some Knockout City.
Yeah.
So we should stream that together at some point. Plans for the future. I mean, over summer, as I said in the intro, and I just kind of want to get back to my streaming roots. I think it's hard to go back when you've been away for such a. It takes that extra bit of kind of motivation and like.
I can definitely attest to that as well.
So it's all I've got to do is just get back in the rhythm and get back in the groove of going with streaming again. And then I'll be back on it, and a couple times a week I'll be streaming. I want to try and make TikTok content once every day or a couple times a day. So as I said, going back into that notebook and finding out ideas that I've got already written down, which is going to be good. And I did say at the start of the year that merch will be 100% coming out, and from me. And if you haven't already checked out Archie's merch, I would 100% go recommend that. My shirt's coming soon, by the way. It's like next week. I got an
Hey,
email, so I'll be rocking that on stream. Don't you worry, my friend.
oh, very nice. Love to hear it.
But yeah, I'll be sorting out some merch, and I'm super excited. I've got some ideas written down. It's just asking Zil if he wouldn't mind helping me because he's more
Yeah.
creative than I am, and then getting them down on paper and getting them on the sheet. But yeah, I mean, any goals for 2022? I mean, where am I now? 1,200. I mean, I would hope by 6th of June 2022. I'm aiming for 2,000 followers. That would be insane,
That'd be
considering that.
fucking
I
awesome.
mean, I want to just try and pump it up everything that I'm doing. Stream some new games. I want to try and keep it more fresh than I'm doing at the moment because I'm kind of just like used to streaming like one game or just chatting or just Jackbox, or I just want to try and like step it up and stream a variety and stuff and just enjoy it. At the end of the day, as I said at the start, I'm very grateful for everyone that supports and is listening right now and watches my streams and chooses to support me. It means a lot. I know as a small creator, I think it's kind of insane when people decide to show up and support. You know what I mean? Like, you don't expect it.
No, absolutely.
It's but no, I think that is what I'm aiming for. Sort the merch out by 6th of June, or well, by 6th of June, the merch will be out. I mean, it's not. I'm not going to keep you waiting a whole year, guys. Don't worry. This year it will be out. And then just push on the social media side. Just do some more TikTok, do some more YouTube. Just stream some more on Twitch and yeah, just meet some new people. I hope by 6th of June I can get to an event or nearing the 6th of June, TwitchCon or whatever it is going ahead. You know what I mean? There's a TwitchCon going ahead, or there's a Comic-Con or something like that.
Even a Comic-Con would be really awesome.
I hope that happens and we all get to meet up, and you, Jack, Joe, everyone gets to meet up, and it'll be pretty cool. But that's what I aim for, man.
And then you can have your Minecraft with Minecraft Dream collaboration as well, which would be
awesome. I'll just bring Dream up and just do you wanna...
we both know Tubbo and Tommy in it. It's all good.
Yeah, Tommy is not my best mate. It's fine. I'll just bring him up and be like, hey,
you want to know something really funny?
What?
The Tubbo guy lives in Elmer.
Oh, does he?
Like literally next to Bogner.
That's crazy.
Which is insane. That's why everyone always sees him at Bogner Beach sometimes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's
pretty crazy.
Yeah, just to dox international superstar Tubbo.
There you go. You're welcome, Tubbo. It's not our fault.
Guys, I really do hope that you've enjoyed this return to form for the Be-Cray podcast. It has been a long time since I uploaded, probably about maybe even 9 or 10 months since the last podcast went out, and just over 1 year since episode 1 with Skial.
Thank you very much, man. I just wanted to say thank you for having me back on your return episode, back to making podcasts and stuff. I'm very grateful to be given this opportunity and for you to take some time and take time out your day to have me here. So thank you very much, man. I appreciate it.
Honestly, dude, thank you very much. It's one of the things that made it so easy to sort of come back, because I myself had taken a break from podcasting to do my own stream stuff.
Yeah.
Which, has done decently well. I'm very, very proud of.
It's done very well, man. You've killed it, dude.
And then now I just truly feel like it's time to repay that faith back to the people who helped me at the beginning, people who helped me on Patreon, and just being a part of these podcasts. And there's no one that I'd rather speak to. So thank you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
All the links will be in the description to all of Skial's social medias, his Twitch. There'll be an invite link to his Discord if you'd like to join the Ski Gang permanently. Essentially, just a fantastic episode back. I hope everyone's liked to hear everything that Skial's been up to, especially over the last year. Everything that's changed in terms of his streaming goals, gaming, film, TV, sports, music, and what the future holds. I hope everyone is staying safe. I hope everyone is well. Thank you once again, Skial, for coming.
Thank you.
This has been Archer's Be-Cray from the Be-Cray podcast. And goodbye.
Loving is easy, you have me fucked up. It used to be so hard to see. Yeah, loving is easy when everything's perfect. Please don't change a single little thing for me. Listen, girl, when you can't even hide it, and it didn't take forever to find it. I was all on my own, almost glad to be alone.